बजाहु रे माना श्रीनन्दनन्दना अभयचरणारविन्द रे दुर्लभ मानव जन्म बजाहु रे माना श्रीनन्दनन्दना अभयचरणारविन्द रे श्री राधा
by our sense perception or by seeing. Because we have our senses are limited, sometimes we have to wear glasses to see certain things, or we have to enhance our senses so that we can see perfectly. So we have to put on the lights, the night headlights, because we can't drive. So our senses are not perfect, it can do some basic things. Similarly, based on certain things, maybe we have to conclude. So we are not right in all the time. So it says the perfect thing is to get knowledge, to hear from a authoritative source. So, and it was saying last time also, you go to a good doctor because you know he can cure your disease, whatever illness we have, we can. So like that, we take lot of authorities for granted. Like if you are paying for a train ticket, if you climb on a train ticket, so we know it's from Amtrak, it's from a golden source. We don't think much, we just go on. Like similarly, flight. Like in this country, we lot of things they give us service guarantee. We just grow from them, right? We just go with them. Now we are assured, good percentage chances that we get good quality of service. So similarly, the perfect thing would be to listen from the perfect source. Otherwise, in this again, especially in this day and age, it's very difficult. Like we are reading on the before, at least there were, say, for one region there would be one or two newspapers. So because they would be distributing to wider audience, they would make sure whatever is coming up is well researched or is thought through, or they are giving us the genuine information. But in these days we are reading lot on the internet. We don't know how authentic it is. Few sources we don't know how. We may be reading a blog or reading a short description written by somebody, or we are reading these days the tweets, or we are reading something on Facebook, we are watching some video. If some person, if he is capable of doing certain things, then he can create his own information. Now we don't know how authentic it is. Sometimes it will be very confusing for us. So this is a very important topic, where to get the information from. Because in India also you see a lot of the different sources are there to get information. But we don't know how authentic they are or how depth their knowledge is. They say, like in one of the examples, a person should have a depth knowledge like a ocean and depth and width like a ocean, so that he is not impacted. Like in the ocean, there are a lot of rivers that come and join the ocean. So that person will not be impacted because the depth is so huge, will not be impacted. Similarly, the width. So like that, when these acharyas, as Prabhuji was saying, these gurus, they have got this knowledge from the authentic source, and other thing is they listen and they follow. That makes a lot of difference. When they follow and then they give their realizations, and they don't deviate from what is being passed on. They don't create their own. They may add the realizations, they give their message as it is by adding the realizations and making sure the persons whom they are talking to, they are able to understand it. So they break it down, same message, but they break it down according to the audience and then hand over it. So today we will see, like we saw, right, listening from a very authentic source. So what that we are going through in depth about that authentic source. So Matt, if you want to, you can read the first paragraph, maybe still here.
In any field, we need an authority in whom we put faith. For example, if you want to locate some address, you have to approach a proper authority. Otherwise, you can be misled. For an authority to be accepted, it should be infallible, can never be disproved, and it should have stood the test of time. No amendments. We find that the Vedic scriptures meet the above three criteria. However, does modern science, with all its technological advances, satisfy the above criteria? As far as answering the questions about the origin of the universe, origin of life, the modern scientific theories are regularly revised, updated, modified, leaving some information which is still liable to change. To some extent, modern science is able to provide answers to questions pertaining to how things work, but so far it is not able to provide satisfying answers to why the universe works the way it does, which the Vedas can provide.
Shabda Pramana is based on hearing from the Vedic authority. The knowledge of the Vedas is coming down the ages since the dawn of creation. Veda does not mean some old palm leaves with Sanskrit scribing eaten by ants. Veda comes from the root which means original knowledge. Vedas were revealed to Brahma at the dawn of creation and not written down. It came down as word of mouth from one guru to the next down the line. It was only 5,000 years ago the Vedas were put down in writing by Vyasdev, keeping in mind the degraded nature of people in the age of Kali Yuga. This knowledge has down in a disciplic succession from Krishna to Brahma to Narada to Vyasa to Madhvacharya to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and to Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati and then to A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. Thus, through the unbroken disciplic succession, the original Vedic knowledge is available to us even today.
So it's clearly saying us.
Gandhari was pregnant. In a fit of anger, she struck her bomb and consequently had a miscarriage. The lump of flesh that came out of her bomb was cut into 100 pieces. The great sage Vyasdeva instructed her to place these pieces in 100 ghee pots, and that is how Kauravas were born, similar to modern day test tube babies. In the Ramayana, it is described how Ravana would fly from one place to another in Viman, similar to airplane devised by the Wright brothers. In the Mahabharata, Ashwatthama sent a Brahmastra at Uttara, which killed the fetus in her bomb without causing any injury whatsoever to her. The Brahmastra is far more powerful and accurate than the nuclear bombs of today. The Kurukshetra war involved many subtle celestial weapons like Sahabedi, Vyasava, Pratva, Bhaumya, Antarjana, etc., which are far more sophisticated than the gross weapons known to the scientists.
How people take the elevator
Uh-huh.
to go to work, and then they go home and they get on the stair machine. Why not just take the stairs?
See, these days, go green is a concept, right? It was default before. Everything was used 3-4 times. Right? If you see, we didn't have any concept of plastic. Anybody wants to give an example? Like, things were used 3-4 times. One example would be sugarcane. Like, sugarcane, you know sugarcane, right? Sugarcane, once they extract, that one they would dry and use as molasses for other purpose. Like that, anything you take had at least 2-3 utilization, and they would not do fertilization to prevent. There was no fertilizer before. They would rotate the crops, do one crop this time and then do another crop, so that the soil will be nourished with different plants. So like that, everything.
And natural
fertilizer. And if you say, rope, they were using one plant extract for ropes. Now we have plastic ropes or something. So I think jute, right? So one
Jute
tree,
and
Coconut.
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 yeah, coconut plants, they use that to make the ropes. So like that, everything was wasted, and we used minimum. Maybe in my lifetime, what paper I used, my daughter might have already used that much paper.
Yeah.
So I think Go Green is all, for me, in my sense, it's all cheating only. If you have this Vedic culture, then you don't need.
Yeah, we I think most of the people never used to use the books and write it, right? Write it on a slate and remember by heart, remember,
Yeah.
and that is how we used to.
Better
Walk.
memory
Even-
power. They had better memory power.
Yeah,
in
better
those
memory.
days.
And anything you do, you need physically walk. Definitely for school, you would walk. So lot of walking
I drank
was.
most of it, few drops.
So like that, if you see, things have drastically changed from just from 20 years to now. So,
Go green, like from morning when we wake up and till we go to bed. I think we some or the other way we were taking care of different plants. Waking up tulsi, you take care of tulsi, and then you brush with neem
Stick.
stick, and then there was no brush, right? The olden days, probably 20 years back.
Even
there's
It
no
used to be
toothbrush.
there.
No.
No toothpaste.
Maybe 50 years.
Yeah, 50 years. But most popular in last
Yeah, you
year.
have to compare cities to villages.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 10, 15 years.
Definitely
Yeah.
things have changed. Nowadays, even villages have all the city
Yeah.
things. They have more than.
This dental is a very my live example. Now I use the latest toothbrush. It says deep cleaning every time. Right? I used the toothpaste which has cavity protection, plague protection, what all you can think of. It will remove tartar. It will give you good shine on your teeth. Right? I do flossing. I do 2 times brushing. And then still I go to the dentist, he say he has that problem, you have gum problem, you have cavities problem, you have to do root canal, so many things. And on top of, before they would do an extract from the tree and then brush the teeth, that's it. My father till 60s, he doesn't even know, what is dental problem. My son, 6 years, already 5-6 times to the doctor.
I want to share just like one Russian devotee shared this little story. Like about 5-7 years ago, there was a little group of devotees from Russia. They went to India, and Russian are very like extremists, and they went to like some village in India somewhere just to see the holy places, and But what happened, like those villages, they were going in a bus, and then on the something like it took them maybe 20 hours to get there, then walking 5 hours, but very extremist. So, and one devotee, he still, by the departure, he had a tooth problem. And everybody said, don't worry, we're going to get to that village and we'll be the doctor. And it was worse and worse and worse. We came to the village and where is the dentist? Who? Dentist. We don't have a dentist. I said, what? We have a problem. The devotee has a problem. It's already got inflation and stuff. How do you live without dentist? He's like, we don't know. There's one dentist somewhere in Calcutta, but it's like 20 hours to go there. I said, there's no way. How? And this was like 7 years ago. And they were like shocked. How? The nearest dentist 20 hours away? How is it possible to live this life? Everyone shocked. And the people in the village, we don't have a dentist. Nothing happened
But it's
really.
like they had all this natural things. Still in the village, they use only natural things. Herbal, they would have some leaves, right, Prabhu? And they'll put it inside the mouth, or they sometimes externally apply. Even many people do that still.
Yeah, but they were shocked. How is this nearest dentist 20 hours away? How can you survive this way?
My father would say they would eat sugar cane, that is deep cleaning. They have to, sugar cane, you saw, right? You saw sugar cane, you have to pull it with your teeth, you have to do a lot of chewing. We don't even do chewing now, So that is deep cleaning. They eat couple of times in that season. That gives a deep cleaning to the teeth.
Yeah, it's a good thing. Like every season, whatever the natural fruits and you have mangoes and sapota, different fruits as per the season you eat, and that is how you grow stronger and healthy.
Hard apple
Yeah.
makes your gum strong. Then they say black pepper, if you eat a black pepper every night, chew it with your teeth, bacteria formation won't take place. So
In
things
fact,
like that, even the
cooking,
cloves.
the things that we used to use like turmeric. Turmeric
It's
is so
antiseptic.
powerful medicinal value. Ginger, we use ginger in all. These are all so good for the body, the stomach, and also for the soul.
So like that we have.
And they're supposed to be learning, but they'll drink so much beer, it's killing the brain cells while they're supposed to be learning, so it's counteracting the
Yeah, it's not right. So we are, the basic principles here are, in spiritual life, whichever artificially stimulates our mind, that should be kept away. Now you should stimulate our mind natural way. Like say, if you are doing this kirtan, and when you have this music and you like to dance, so lot of enthusiasm, you feel lot of goodness, or a lot of, what do you call, inspiration. You have lot of motivation, so your brain is full active, and you are getting yourself involved with all your senses. Your body is involved, your mind is involved, you are seeing the good decoration of the Lord, you are seeing other devotees, you are clapping, you are singing, you are dancing.
So the energy is being utilized in the right
Right way.
directions.
And then you are sedative and consuming something, and by don't have, like, if you have bad association, right? In spirituality, one good thing is association. We associate with people who are with like-minded nature. So there, if you associate with wrong people, and then you start off once in a month, and then go twice in a month, or once in a week, consuming alcohol, or then you go every day, then it will become a big habit. It will be, here may not be a big financial burden, but in India, it will ruin our lives. Alcohol is very expensive. If you get addicted, your entire family is doomed.
And not even the quality is also very bad. Probably might be having some standards here, but in India, it's standards are nobody goes and verifies the check and everything are corrupt. So
the students in India don't drink very much.
Before, no, we didn't even see.
No, today.
Now,
Today, I think in big cities, they probably do like when they call themselves the higher class people, they do. But yeah, the percentage is not so high.
that's
I think good and bad things are eternal. It has always been there. The only thing is that how we can associate good things and get back to Krishna. Or, even in India, for your question, yeah, people drink. Students also drink. But at least there was a culture at one point of time, it was not accepted or a mainstream activity. Whereas here, it is a mainstream activity. Like nobody will even ask. It's not a part even of a discussion.
Even high school students.
Yeah, so that's the difference. But slowly everything is changing though because of Kali Yuga.
Well, why are the Indians allowing this horrible? It seems that the Indians take the worst from America. Why do you do that?
So this one good thing, this discussion, if you see, there's a lot, there's a myth saying if you become a spiritual person, you are not active materially. That's what, there's a myth. Like, but if you see, we are more active in the right way. Like we are taking the good stuff in the material world also and using it. And we are trying to be more sober person, not our Fridays, very productive way we are discussing, instead of what is thrown at us. If you put on a TV, you have to watch what is coming at you. Right? Now we are sitting in a group discussing a material which was researched and written by few people, and then so that's this is one productive way of spending time. And you see, if it gets late here also, it will not be that difficult to get up in the morning. But if you go to a party, it will be like a big task to wake up in the morning, and still you are not in a good mood also. But if you are this, you may feel little bit to wake up, but you're up and running again.
Could I
Because
ask
of the food you consume.
for someone who has a watch what time it is? I have to be at work at 11,
Oh, 11?
and that's back in Sarasota. So.
Oh yeah, it is 9 o'clock.
Oh.
So you may